What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tonyd2wild checking in once again, man. Today we got a couple of packages in the building. One in particular you see right here. This bad boy right here. But before we get into it, let's go ahead and see what we got in early. First things first, I do have to give another shameless plug because you're probably seeing this the day before it actually releases. And this is the brand new GF1 from John Geiger Deluxe Shy. We actually showed this on the previous video. These are releasing on January 19th. And pays tribute, of course, to that luxury look overall with crocodile nutsack material featured in patent and in matte leather with that Chicago colorway. John Geiger, of course, has his Geiger F1 and it's fabulous. I own a couple of pairs of these actually, and this is the newest iteration since the little ordeal that he had with Nike, where he actually came to an agreement where he's able to now fully go full force in on the GF1 without any issue whatsoever from Nike. And these are fabulous. Definitely something that I will be adding in to my constant rotation because these just hit different. I own a pair of these right here, which are nice. I like these a lot. Definitely have a nice upper echelon look. These have an even more upper echelon look, but they also have an everyday type of colorway in my opinion. So be on the lookout. I will link everything down below in the description so you guys and girls can check him out. January 19th, stay tuned. Next up, this one is a little one right here, but I finally got a pair of Nike Dunk Low Pandas for the wifey. I mean, they've been restocking these like over and over and over and over and over. So having a pair of Pandas on this channel at this point is nothing new, nothing extraordinary, I get it. But Nikki has not had a pair of them because her size is hard to get. She's a 4Y or a 5.5 in women's, and usually they stop at like 6 at a lot of shops. But I was able to finally get my hands on and find a pair of the Nike Dunk Low Pandas for her. And I mean, she wanted a pair of black and white sneakers, something that she can just casually rock all the time. She got Forces, she got Jordans, she got every goddamn thing. She got a good enough collection as me, but she wanted to, you know, get a pair of the black and white Pandas. And for the most part, the hype is starting to die down. I still believe though, at the end of the day, owning a pair of black and white sneakers in your closet, I don't want to say that it's necessarily a necessity, but it's a must-have. I would say a must-have. You can live without it, but it's a must-have. If you're a sneaker collector, just having something that is like in black and white, and that could be in a Nike Dunk, a Jordan, an Air Force One, like these right here that are still hard in my opinion, the Terror Squad, or just a regular Air Force One. It doesn't really matter, but definitely the Panda in my opinion, even though the hype is low, I don't care about hype at the end of the day. I care about wearability. That's what I care about. Next up, we have a pair of Nike Dunk Lows that have not yet released, and these are actually called the Coconut Milk, or also it's, what's this called? Light Armory Blue. Check it out. I've seen also the name Sanddrift Armory Blue, but there's no Sanddrift on the box. It says Coconut Milk / Armory Blue. That's it. There's no Sanddrift as far as I see on the box right now. This is a Nike Dunk Low. And also, I will have to say that these are hard. These are pretty nice, all right? Real nice. I'm gonna be just grabbing more shoes, showing you guys more shoes. You might not see a review on every single thing, but there will be maybe a YouTube short out on it or something of that nature. But we have here this brand new Nike Dunk that is set to release, has not had a release date, but I'm pretty sure it'll be coming sometime within the next couple of weeks, more than likely. So just stay tuned on that. But we have this, and I'm noticing more and more coconut milk popping up. We had the coconut milk on the Jordan 2 that recently released. I think that Jordan 3, I don't think that's coconut milk. I wanna check. All right, here we go, my bad. This one's ivory, okay, ivory mist cream. But there was a pair of the Jordan 2, the black and white that recently released that was also that coconut milk. I think there's another coconut milk Nike Dunk as well that's just popping up back to back to back. So I guess we're in the coconut year of 2024. Next up, we have, and I'm late, I know, I'm late, but better late than never. The Jordan 6 Yellow Ochre. So we have the Jordan 6 Yellow Ochre set to release January 27th. Retail is at $200. So it's kind of crazy. Like I stated before, these are $200. The previous Jordan 3 Craft, which majority of the time the Craft is a little bit more expensive, but those are going for $210. So we're seeing a lot of $200 and $210 when it comes to Jordan brand and the shoes that they're dropping. But the Yellow Ochre, we are not really unfamiliar with the colorway because we've seen it recently this this year in the Jordan 1. And the Jordan 1 yellow ochre flatline. As far as, I'm just saying like the sell value, I mean, you can get it for below retail at this point. Not saying people don't want it, not saying it's a not good looking shoe, but I'm just saying that you ain't got to spend $180. They're going for like 140, 150. Oh, Tony, you just say that. Where's it at? Well, I mean, look at the secondary market right now. Just look at your secondary market. Be on the lookout for that. If you don't want to go buy from the secondary market because you don't want to get hit with fakes or nothing, I would say you might want to just sit and wait and watch your local retail shops, because more than likely those will also give in and have to bow down to the sale. And it's crazy. Moving into 2024, I was expecting definitely like things to get better, things to just pick back up. If this is I guess you could say insight of what's to come, it's not looking good. Currently right now, size 8.5, 141, size 8, 143, 9, 46, 9.5, 140, 140, 140, 140, all the way to 11, which is a 143, 11.5, 144, 12, 142. So like I said, 140s with the fees, you probably paying like 160 at the most at the end of the day. When it comes to this though, this is a Jordan 6, and at the majority of the time, like still to this day, I would say that the Jordan 1s and 4s are still like those shoes that got the better chance to actually do some numbers and sell out, or all that. So I would say the Jordan 6, so currently right now 8.5 is going for 244, 9 238. So I'm seeing like a range of like from 8 right to 12, 230 to 250. That's what I'm seeing right now. That's where we're at. Retail is 200, so 230, 250, 30 to 50 bucks. That number could drop. As we get closer and closer, those numbers tend to always kind of drop down. I don't think these will, stay at that 250, but I could be wrong, bro. I'm wrong a lot of times. I personally think these will do fairly well, but we'll just have to wait and see. Because remember, the Jordan 6 UNC, right? The one that looked like the Carmine, this same shoe, but in baby blue. Those are currently sitting right now. Right now, my size at 164, 9, 180, 9.5, 180. So around, like, they're still sitting around retail right now. In particular, well, retail was 210 on those. So those were 210, these are 200. They dropped the price $10 on this particular pair. Seems like Jordan Brand is starting to see what's going on. Like, they're playing, bro. They're playing with us. They're playing with our emotions. They see that. They think a shoe's gonna do well, they're gonna put that 210. They think it's gonna do, we don't know, that last time we did it, it wasn't as good, we're gonna do 200. They playing around. That's why they got removed this MSRP, so they can just change the price up at will. But my size, personally, my 8.5 is 164. Your 12 is 210, 216, my bad. Your 11.5 is 227. That's what is going on now. As far as that is what you can go and buy this shoe for. The currently like last sale in particular, looking at the actual data and looking at all sizes, I'm seeing the last size, which was actually someone bought one today, 202 at a size 11, 10.5, 185, and a size 12, 217, a size 10, 200. So believe it or not, even though people are selling them at that price, people are not buying them at that price. People are buying these shoes still at a below retail price point. The only one I see that was even over it was the size 12, which was 217. But besides that, I'm looking and I'm seeing 180s to 200s. I'm not here to say, yo, resale. I'm not like, the reason why I give you guys this data is so that you could take that data in and determine whether or not this is a shoe you want to go run and go get ASAP Rocky, or it's a shoe that you might can sit on and not feel the need to go necessarily grab it right now. We are in an economy right now where decisions have to be made each and every day on how we live and the decisions we end up making. So with that being said, I want to make sure you guys have the best possible understanding of where these shoes may go or what they may do, the forecast, so that you can make the determining factor whether or not it's something you need to go out and get now, or you can go and take care of something else instead and know that these are gonna sit where they're at, or they might even go below retail so you can actually save yourself a couple of bucks if it's a shoe that you wanna get. Now, besides all that, I know I've been talking, but material wise, these are good. Real nice tumbled leather on the leather part. The actual nubuck that's featured on here, for the most part, is really good. Very similar, close to what we saw on the UNC. I have a Carmine here as well, which this is trying to be a lot light, but the Carmine material, I would definitely say, feels a little bit more rough than this. This is a little bit softer, in my opinion. Let me just see something. I'm trying to see, is it me, guys, or does the toe box looks? These toe box, yeah. It looks like the toe box on the Ochre is way more bulky. Now, what is the OG shape? Oh, it's more close. Like that part, I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you guys. I will say that a lot of the shoes that have been coming out recently, specifically the OG colorways with Nike Airs, they have been said to try to get the closest to the shape of the OG. Like that's how a lot of them have been. This, as you guys can see, is a very, very angled, very flat toe box compared to the Ochre, which is, in my opinion, a little bit more bulky. And I can even see it on the back end. There's a gap right here and a gap right here, and this gap is way bigger on those. So something to keep in mind. But everything else, I mean, pretty much a yellow Ochre Carmine, the same way that the UNC was like a baby blue Jordan 6 Carmine. So something to just keep in mind. The leathers are definitely different because this is more of a flatter, you know, smooth grain, where this is more tumbled, and it does feel better for the most part, but I still prefer the OG over this at the end of the day. But with that being said, you know, overall solid. We'll definitely do a review. I'm probably gonna get the review out ASAP. I'm gonna be dropping videos probably back to back throughout this week. Next week I'll be out in Vegas, so stay tuned for that. More information on that, go and subscribe to my 2 Wild Guns channel. But yellow Ochre coming on January 27th, $200, and a full-on in-depth review will be coming soon. Paint job, good, everything solid for the most part. Yellow Ochre, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm out. Peace.